Are you tired of eating boring, ready-to-use therapeutic foods like Plumpy Nut? Well, be bored no more! Try Fish Baste Fish Paste, or FBFP for short. Say that 5 times fast.
FBFP is the latest and greatest ready-to-use therapeutic food and will be distributed in packets of 143 grams, each of which will be served with rice for one premium meal. Our target population is children ages 6 months to 5 years with moderate acute malnutrition living in Bangladesh, somewhere where child malnutrition is almost up to 40%. Staple foods in Bangladesh include fish and rice, both of which we have included in our recipe. The problem with Plumpy Nut is it's full of allergens like peanuts. It's globally distributed, meaning it can't meet the cultural and regional needs of its target population, and it's full of trans fats.
Trans fats are bad.
To address these problems, we made sure that there were no potential allergens in FBFP. We also have a very specific target population, which means that we can focus our recipe on the locally grown and commonly eaten foods by a Bangladeshi child. These include fish, potatoes, and rice. Finally, we made sure that there were no trans fats in our recipe, because trans fats can lead to stored and not burned energy. Now, let's get biological.
We made sure that FBFP has all the necessary macromolecules and nutrients to help coax a malnourished child back to full health. Now, onto proteins. Proteins contain 20 essential amino acids, the monomers or building blocks of all proteins. 9 of these, however, your body cannot synthesize or create on its own. To solve this fiasco, we added fish to the recipe. Fish is a complete protein and contains all 9 of these essential amino acids. Once you eat our yummy fish, it is digested and broken down into these basic building blocks. Then all the amino acids bond together and create all sorts of wacky, crazy proteins that do crazy, wacky things for your body. In your body, proteins control the rate of cell reactions and other processes, form muscles and bones, move molecules in and out of cells, and many more things. They truly are the heavy lifters of the body. One special type of protein is called an enzyme. Enzymes are the catalysts to lower activation energy for chemical reactions. Enzymes each have a special shape to help it target a special substance. Now, moving on to carbohydrates or sugars. Carbohydrates provide your body with chemical energy to help you sing, jump, and keep on keeping on. The monomer of carbohydrates is monosaccharide, meaning 1 sugar. 2 of these create disaccharide, meaning 2 sugars. 3 or more of these makes polysaccharide, meaning many sugars. Let's move on to how your body uses carbohydrates. If you were to eat the rice served with FBFP, you'd be given a healthy serving of starch, a polysaccharide. Amylase, an enzyme, breaks down the starch into glucose, a monosaccharide, so it can be absorbed into the body and provide you with much needed energy. When the broken down monomers are not immediately used by the body, they're converted into glycogen, a carbohydrate that temporarily stores energy. Other carbohydrates are used and consumed differently, but we don't have enough time to talk about them, so let's move on.
Lipids. Wow, what a hit. Lipids are the fats in your body. They are used to store energy, and they also help make up cell membranes. There are 2 types of fats in your body. There's the saturated fats and the unsaturated fats. Saturated fats are long chains of carbon atoms and are saturated by hydrogen atoms, while unsaturated are not. Now, because lipids are nonpolar and thus repel water, they often group together in large clumps.
That was awesome!
That was good.
If your body was to digest vegetable oil, ingredient FBFP, it would first be broken down by bile and then enzymes. From these broken down pieces, it would then be repurposed into triglycerides, which are used for energy storage. Or it could be repurposed into phospholipids, which line the outside of cells and decide what goes in them and what doesn't. Finally, last but not least, nucleic acids. Nucleic acids are responsible for storing and transmitting important genetic information. They are made up of nucleotides and have 3 main types. ATP, which can be used as a temporary energy source for cells, DNA, which stores information needed to synthesize protein, and RNA, which helps transport and transfer the same important information. Now, in most cases, there's little to no nutritional need for nucleic acids because our body produces them on our own. All most people need are the carbohydrates and proteins needed for the energy and molecules to synthesize nucleic acids. In the case of a malnourished children, however, they could eat a food like fish, which is full of nucleic acids, and repurpose those nucleic acids into something that the malnourished child could use.
So now that we've covered the 4 major macromolecules in the body and explained how each of our ingredients can sustain and create them, there's no reason for you not to buy FBFP. So what are you waiting for? Buy now for only 25 cents per meal. Let's stop child malnutrition in Bangladesh by buying Fish Baste Fish Paste. Buy now!